What's happening, webheads? Happy new comic book day. It's Wednesday, one of the best days of the week. Of course, I'm going to be heading to the comic book shop and picking up those comic books. Besides the new comics, when you guys go hunting, what are the first comic books that you actually search for? Is it Spider-Man, Iron Man, Batman, Green Lantern? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, I'm going to go shopping, and you're going to see what I picked up. It's time, guys! Spider Slayers Comic Book Haul, episode 579. Of course, the video series where I share with you guys what I pick up at the comic book shop, which is located right behind me, Comic Central in the city of Sanford. If you guys are ever in the Central Florida area, consider stopping by. Tell them Mike Spider Slayer sent you. You'll get a mysterious black bag just like I do with your comic books inside, but they got some great comics, great stuff here, guys. Mysterious black bag's already on the chair. Let's get started. The stack of comics, my gosh, it's a mighty one. You can thank Mr. Alex Ross for that, okay? All right, so let's go with the banger books I picked up this week. I think I picked up some good ones. Let me know in the comments below. First ones first, what do you guys think of The Incredible Hulk versus Venom? This is issue 1. Check that out. Foil trade dress. Holy cow, look at that stuff right there. I never even knew this book existed, believe it or not. I saw this behind the counter. I'm like, that's mine. And this book is mint, like 9.8 condition. Like, there is not a tick on this thing. Holy cow, it is perfect. So definitely excited to have that in the collection. I don't pick up too many decent X-Men titles. They're usually a little bit beat up. This one is too, but it's still in pretty good shape, I think. This is Giant Size X-Men issue 2. I have a copy of this. I'm pretty sure I do, but it's in much, much worse shape than this. So whenever you can get these, you know, Silver Age X-Men comic books or Bronze Age books, I feel like this is a plus when they're in good shape, right? So excited to add this one to the collection. All right. Then I feel like this is the best book I've picked up out of the whole stack. And this one is The First Huntress. This is Secret Origins of Superheroes, issue 17. Look at that. Dude, Huntress looks sweet on this cover, man. She looks fine. Look at that. Right? Look at Green Arrow. He's like, hey, baby. He's like in all shock. But all kidding aside, this is a wonderful looking cover and just a great DC comic to add in anybody's collection here. I am just dumbfounded. I don't have too many DC keys, but I feel like I pick up some good ones. Like, I have that first Nightwing, I got the first Deathstroke, now I got the first Huntress. So yeah, man, there is some great stuff here. I am so excited about this one. All right, so let's dive in to the comics I picked up this week. The first one is Captain America Cold War, the timeless Alex Ross variant with Baron Zemo on there. That's a great looking cover. Then we have Hela on the cover with Carnage, issue 12. Really nice there too. I love her presence there. Then we have Fantastic Four, issue 6. Annihilus is on that one. He looks like huge, man. He's like right up in your face on that one. Gotta love the reflection there. And then you guys got on me last week about this. They're like, Mike, no Mysterio? Where's the Mysterio? Mike, you gotta get Mysterio. So I wound up calling the shop after so many of you went out and reached out to me, and I got Mysterio held for me. And I really wanted this one too. This is one of my favorite Spider-Man ones. I love how not only you can see the dome, but you can still see like the shadow of his head inside. So I thought that was really cool. So yes, I wound up getting him. Continuing with the Spider-Man guys, I got the Electro Alex Ross. This is in Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 5. All right. And then we wound up getting Kingpin. This is in Moon Knight issue 22. And that is all the Alex Ross covers that came out. nothing but nothing. I love collecting them, but my gosh, I can't wait until they're done because they add so much cost to my haul each and every week. All right, so this week is a huge independent week. There's more independents than Marvel books and DC books this week. So if you're into indie stuff, this is the week for you. And then pay attention tomorrow to Worthy Ones, as there's a couple of them that I'll be talking about. The first one is the giant Koktu? I don't even know what that says. It looks like a kaiju book. Maybe that's what it is. I put this on the FOC just because I love these types of books where you got big monsters fighting each other. Doesn't have to be a really in-depth plot as long as the artwork is really good. And check out that 2-page spread. Like, he's like taking a dump on like all these creatures. What is going on here, man? This looks like this could be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what it's about. I'll be talking about it tomorrow. Oh, dang. I did miss one. Dr. Doom, Guardians of the Galaxy, Alex Ross. I bet you guys are about to put that in my comments going, where's the Dr. Doom? Here it is, guys. I didn't forget it. It's a phenomenal looking cover. All right. Continuing on here. I bought this book because I did read Usagi Yojimbo when I was really young. I don't know too much about the character, but I did read Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a Kevin Eastman cover, and I wound up getting Usagi Yojimbo and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 1. This is awesome. This is just childhood memories for me, man. And here's some of the interior artwork right here. So I'm looking forward to this book, to seeing what it has to offer. Same thing, I'll be talking about this one on tomorrow's episode of Worthy Ones. Hopefully you guys will tune in for that. All right, another number one. We got The Seasons Have Teeth. This is from Boom. Hopefully this one sticks than that last one that came out from Boom Studios, The Neighbors. This one is all about like seasons and stuff like that. Who knows, but it already looks better than that Neighbors book. So yeah, looking forward to reading this one and talking about it as well. All right, then we have the continuation of Nemesis Reloaded. This is issue 4. Great series by Mark Miller. We're learning the origin tale of Nemesis. We're learning why he's going after all the police in Los Angeles. Such great artwork by Jorge Jimenez as well. Just lots of action, jaw-dropping moments. You never know what you're going to get next when it comes to this comic book. So well done, so good. Then we wind up getting Phantom Road. This is issue 2 by Jeff Lemire. This book was delayed by quite a few weeks, and it's finally come out. I can't wait to see what happens. It's about this trucker who hits the road, and he literally gets into this accident with this female, and there's this, I don't know, relic that he touches that brings him to like an outside or upside down type of world where he comes across these zombie-like creatures or faceless-like creatures. Very interesting. You got to see him beat up a bunch of these creatures in the last issue, and then he went hiding in his 18-wheeler. So I don't know what else is going to happen here, but I'm going to trust Jeff Lemire. I think he's got great stories. Definitely excited. Then we have The Great British Bump Off. So I didn't even hear about this book until a couple of days ago, and I guess this is like people getting eliminated type of games, you know, instead of a bakery or whatnot. I don't even know, but I like it already. I love the artwork here. I love the facial expressions. I can't wait to see what this is truly about, and I'm excited. So I'm not a big Dark Horse fan, so that's why I like almost passed on this, but this is something that could be fun and could be a little bit under the radar too. So same thing, we'll be talking about this on Worthy Ones tomorrow. I think it's going to be a great show. And now, guys, it's time for those Facebook shout-outs.
Our first shout-out goes to Griffin, who's showing off this past week's haul. Looks like he got quite a few books. That definitely looks like a Mike Spider Slayer haul. Congratulations. Hopefully you enjoyed all your reads this week. Next, we had Ricky, who said, I've been waiting to add these books to my collection, so I finally bought them at my LCS. All 4 books are in mint condition, so he's got that amazing Spider-Man, second and third appearance of Carnage, Spider-Man 2099, which is a good book to have right now, and then of course Venom, Lethal Protector issue 1. Congratulations on all those awesome Spider-Man books. Definitely would put that on the shout out this week. And then we have Hannah, who says, C for cat goes here apparently, LOL. Happy Easter to everyone who celebrates. So everyone, we had a wonderful holiday weekend. I personally spent it with my family. We went to the movie theater to see Super Mario movie. Curious to hear what you guys thought of it. Thank you, Hannah, for showing C for cat in your short boxes. And then we have John Molina, who says, never in a million years did I expect to see DC/Marvel crossover Spider-Boy to be in cover price top 10. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. That's a stretch in my opinion. So if you guys want to get shouted out on future hauls, just make your way over to, just go onto Facebook, search for Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite. You just got to make sure you answer a few questions and then abide by the rules of the group, and automatically you will be in a wonderful community of great people who just love to share their passion of comics and discuss comic book movies, their hauls, their CGC grabs, all kinds of great stuff. And like I said earlier, you never know when you could be shouted out on future hauls.
All right, continuing on, we have Radiant Black. This is issue 23. Looks like we're getting more giant robots hitting Earth that are going to tackling our Radiant Black heroes here. And this is leading up to this big milestone 25th issue and events, I guess, that's going on. And here's some more of those robots. And if you read previous issues of Radiant Black, our heroes had a tough time dealing with this robot, and now they got to deal with multiples of them. So yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing what happens. You gotta love the artwork in here. Such great stuff here by Kyle Higgins. All right, and then we're continuing on with Born of Blood. This is issue 6. What a gorgeous looking cover here. I actually met Drew from Comics Elite, who's behind this comic book. Really nice guy. He told me some of his plans when it comes to this comic book and this series in general, and I'm looking forward to those plans. The artwork is really well done here. It's definitely unique. It has this distinctive style. I love the action. Like, check out all the action that's going on in here. And this is Giaris and Leonidas teaming up to get their home back, get Sparta back, because Giaris was betrayed by a confidant of her. So really great stuff. I love this comic book. All right, then we have the continuation of Barbaric. This is issue 3. Barbaric Hell to Pay, I should say. This series is really focused not so much on Owen, the main character, which is a little bit of a drag. It's more about the supporting cast, because I think they're actually going to get their own spin-off books. I do like the sorceress. Her name is Soren. I like learning about her story. The artwork is very good. I do like the dialogue in this book. It's very comical at times, and I love the axe. He's always lusting for blood, and we get to see Soren actually possess the axe as of right now too. So curious to see how this continues. Really great stuff. Barbaric. This is issue 3, Hell to Pay. All right, guys. The final issue. It almost took an entire year for this to come out, but this is 8 Billion Genies. This is issue 8. This is 8 centuries later. So we're going to get to see what the Earth looks like after all this time, what has happened with all the genies, everyone in general. Issue 7, you would feel like, was the conclusion to this, because anybody that was in the main story is dead now. And so now we just get to see, I don't know, things that happened in the past that got to this point. I have no idea what to expect. I did hear, though, that this was a really good comic book. So I'm looking forward to the conclusion of 8 Billion Genies. All right, next we have Noctera, issue 13. I wasn't kidding, man, when it came to a great independent week. This book is phenomenal. Tony S. Daniel artwork. Here we get to learn about Val, most recently becomes the newest, like, Blacktop Bill-like character, and then that villain, Blacktop Bill, actually became something much more in the last issue as well. This book is so nice looking. Love all those facial expressions, like I said, and I can't wait to see what's going on. Oh, man. I'm going to show you this. It doesn't really spoil anything, but this is what I'm talking about the artwork. Like, that's crazy. And he's fine. Like, he's not dead, right? Man, oh man, great stuff. If you're a fan of this, Dark Ride returns with a new story arc. This is issue 5, written by Joshua Williamson. Solid story about this horror-like amusement park. And Joshua Williamson is a fan of amusement parks, and he got to actually create one in a comic book. There's all these bad things that happen in this amusement park. It's trying to stay afloat. And it looks like we're going to see a little bit more about the family in this comic. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, the history behind them all. And we're learning about the 2 siblings. Just great stuff in general. I will recommend this book. Right now at my shop, if you stop by, there's definitely a trade of this on the stands. You can pick one up. And I think it's actually signed too. But check your own shop. Well, obviously not everyone lives in the Central Florida area, so see if there's one there. If you haven't read it yet, pick it up. You'll love it, I guarantee you. All right, then we have finally the one and only DC book I picked up this week. Let me know how many DC books you guys picked up this week. Superman Lost. This is issue 2. Superman went on a mission. We got to see what happened to him in the last issue, and now he came back and like 20 years has passed by to him. Like, he lost 20 years in this different dimension or whatnot. So really crazy stuff, man. Here's some of the interior artwork, and we just get to see everything that happened to him. So here we go. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I thought the first issue was okay. It was kind of like it took a while to get to where we needed to, but we'll see. All right, and then we go on to Marvel, and we have X23 Deadly Regenesis. This is issue 2. I think they're trying to get a mix of new readers and old readers in here. We got introduced to this new villain. His name is Haymaker. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what else happens here. He wants revenge because I think, like, I don't know if it was like Laura killed somebody that was related to him on accident. I don't remember exactly what happens. Again, here's some more of the artwork in here. So yeah, this is a story that takes place in the days of when Laura was like in X-Force. So that's when this whole thing takes place. And she's still trying to like discover herself on who she is as a person. All right, and then we have a surprisingly good Miles Morales Spider-Man story. This is issue 5, as he's doing battle against the newest villain by Rabble, who is just all distraught because she's just been dealt with a bad card in her life. She's lost her family members. She's about to lose the business. She was supposed to go into the same school as Miles was, and she didn't get in, but Miles did instead. And she blames Miles for a lot of stuff. Now, people are like, oh, boo-hoo, you just, you know, bad things happen to people all the time, deal with it. But I think she's just a little bit psychotic. I think she has a little bit of a mental breakdown, and, you know, and that's what makes her the villain here. So, yeah, really cool stuff. Nice artwork that goes along with this. Misty Knight is teaming up with Miles in this book. That adds another element to it. So, I definitely am recommending Miles Morales Spider-Man right now. So, that's issue 5. All right, and then we got Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1. I decided to go with this variant cover. I think it's gorgeous with Gamora on there. And we'll see what Guardians has to offer. It's definitely a Western book. I have not been a huge Guardians fan as of late. You know, we had Donny Cates write a series, which is okay. Then Al Ewing took it over, which I was not a fan of. So now we'll see what this one has to offer. The artwork looks a little kiddie for me. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it tomorrow. A lot of books to talk about tomorrow. Then we have, you guys that are following the channel will laugh, Fantastic Four. This is issue 6. I am sure now there has to be a true beginning of a story arc in this issue right here. It looks like there's some kind of pandemic that's going to happen with like the food chain and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's actually happening. You know, you got to see something that happened in the Fantastic Four last issue, and now it looks like the Earth's water supply and food supply might be affected. So, I don't know. We'll see what this has to offer. There's always a lot of dialogue in this book, and they have to shrink it down because they have to shrink the font down because there's so much talking in this book. That's what's the drag for me, you know? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Then we have Carnage. This is issue 12. I don't even know where we're at when it comes to Carnage. I totally forgot about the last issue. I think Cletus is actually coming back, and then you have his actual Carnage is separated, and Carnage is like Cletus is like a codex right now. There's some weird stuff going on with Carnage, and I'm just reading this now because it's going to cross over with Miles Morales, and then we're going to go to the Summer Symbiote stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on when it comes to Carnage. I love the artwork though, man. Very gory-like. And then I bought this because I said, why the hell not? We'll see what happens. Captain America Cold War Part 1, also to be discussed on Worthy Ones tomorrow. We'll see if I can get enough out of it to where I will understand what's going on. If I don't, then I'll probably drop it. Looks kind of cool though. So yeah, again, we'll see what happens. Haven't read Captain America in a long time. So there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. A lot of books out there, just all the way around. Great variant covers, great independent comic books, great back issues. So guys, if you love the video, you know what you got to do. And if you want to watch more, go ahead and click on my most anticipated comics for next week. This will give you an idea of my most anticipated and some noteworthy comics. And of course, guys, as always, keep buying, keep collecting, but more importantly, always read those comic books. Guys, happy New Comic Book Day. Enjoy all those reads. Take care.